welcome back to Take a Sip, the YouTube show all about the Community Investments Program. My name is Megan Morris. I'm a programs coordinator here at the Elks National Foundation. And today I'm joined by Ron Holm, the grants coordinator for Kerrville, Texas, lodge number 2081. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Ron.
Thank you, Megan, for inviting me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, of course. So with the impact intent deadline quickly approaching on August 31st, we invited Ron here with us to chat about their lodge's impact grant. So the Kerrville Lodge has had an impact grant since 2015 for its project called Bridging the Gap in Mental Illness. So Ron, again, thank you so much for being here, but please tell us more about your impact grant project.
Well, as you indicated, we started back in 2015. Which was a few years ago, and we hadn't really planned on going this long, but the project has just kind of evolved. Our project works with people that have mental illness in our area. The core people is a group of 14 people that live in 14 apartments in Elm Creek Apartments. And they are all people that the county has recognized as having a mental illness. Because of their financial situation, they get $683 a month, and that's to take care of their lodging and food and transportation and medicine and entertainment and everything. They really don't have a lot of opportunity to socialize. And with people with mental illness, that's very important. So we provide a meal and then also an opportunity for them to socialize. And it started with the 14 people in the apartments. They're always full. There's 22 on the waiting list now. And then other people were invited from the community. So it kind of grew and grew. There's about 500 that are eligible in our county area. So it really gets large. When we're dealing with mental illness, it's a little bit different than dealing with a popular item like children, veterans, and things like that, because it has to be handled differently. And we've learned how to do that and do it well. We can't have a whole bunch of Elks involved because the people with mental illness are kind of shy. And so our whole program has evolved over 7 years. And it's really special, the people that we get to serve. And the things that we get to do. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. We just give them an opportunity to socialize that they don't have. And for some of them, it's the only time during the week that they even get out of their apartments. COVID was terrible. It really hurt. Even during that period, we had meals that were delivered, and we took them to their apartments and stuff like that. And it's really important to recognize that the improvement or the involvement of the community in the area. And I mean that by the participants, the clients, the people that support them, because a lot of them don't have anyone. They've been ostracized by their families, their community, because of the mental illness problems. And so we've come in to just give them an ability to socialize. And that's something that they don't have. And when we thank you in the Elks National Foundation for giving us this capability.
Oh, please, we just give you the money.
That's it.
But that's what I love so much about this project is just how much the Elks are involved with all the clients and the weekly sessions and the social events. It's really so inspiring, and it shows just how much of an impact you can really make with this grant. So, so tell us, what made you and your lodge apply for an impact grant in the first place?
Well, we had some years ago in having to do with the similar circumstance dealing with people with special opportunities. I joined the Elks in 2011. I started with grants in 2012. And I looked on your website, and just as kind of getting prepared for this meeting, and since 2012, we have now had 46 grants approved. And that's, comparing to the rest of our district, is more than most of them.
So Ron, being a seasoned project manager at this point, do you have any advice for grants coordinators or any other lodge member trying to apply for an impact grant this year?
Yeah, I really do. Uh, when you first start out working with the concept, just make an outline, and from there you can put the verbiage in to make it sound real nice. And then if there's something missing or needs to be clarified, the Elks National Foundation people, you and the grant people really work with you. I've called the lodge many times. And maybe something just didn't fit right, even with impact or the other grants. And the people have been so helpful. And they say, well, maybe it doesn't work this way, but have you thought about doing this? And so we went back, and the main thing is to keep trying, and it's not difficult. And maybe just a little wordsmithing or something like that. But yeah, have the perseverance. Yeah, the main thing is just to try, keep it simple. That's another thing too. It isn't always using big words, but just use simple terms to tell them what you want to do. And that seemed to get us through countless times. Uh, we were not experienced grant writers. Um, the people that I was working with here says, well, we've got an idea. Let's see if we can get it down on paper and get it submitted. And so we'd start it that way. But it all starts with an idea and a need in the community too. Our area here is a very giving community. Some of the grants that we've started have been taken over by the Rotary and the Lions Club and stuff like that, because we were getting really good at it and we were getting a lot of publicity. Once that happened, we backed out and we looked for something else. And so we've been very successful and very lucky, and the community really appreciates us, and our membership is growing. We're a healthy lodge, our people are involved, and that's really what it takes. And I think a lot of that is that they have this vehicle in which to participate in different Elks activities, and that makes them want to continue. We do the recruitment, the retention, and it all just comes together. So it's really a good project, and it helps us. It helps us. It helps our community out. So we appreciate it.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you for your insight and for
Okay.
everything that you're doing with your community, with the impact grant and with all the other CIP grants that you've done. That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for all of our viewers turning in. If you were inspired by Ron and all the Kerrville Lodge, be sure to submit an impact intent by August 31st to bring this level of impact to your own community. And as Ron mentioned, we always want to get your applications to a yes, so feel free to give us a call before you submit and we can go over everything then. Otherwise, if you like the show, be sure to hit the like button right below and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified every time we post new content. Until next time, this has been Take a Sip. All right, goodbye.